It's a defeat in the cup. Can you have any complaints on the outcome of the game?
Look, we know we were at our best tonight. There's no question about that. So as staff and as players, we have an understanding that we're better than that. But at the same time, I feel as though we've had a little bit of unjust as well, simply because goals do change games. I mean, conceding just before half time it's a killer blow. We know we've not been at our best. We will try to get to half time, regroup. You know, we were going to make one or two tactical changes, and of course we conceded the goal. But coming out second half, we've hit that 15-minute period. We've scored a goal, and the goal should stand with the video evidence that we've just looked at in the changing rooms. That even if our player played the ball, we're not in an offside position, but we didn't actually play the ball. I think it came off a defending foot.
The referee seemed to give the goal initially, and then when went and spoke to the assistant.
Yeah, I don't know in the communications. I'm not sure what happened, but of course that frustrates players when you're in a position of strength and ascendancy. It would have been a psychological blow to Chesterfield. And of course, in and around that moment as well, Ian Henderson's licked the paint off the post with a shot. And we've had a corner, a well-taken corner. Michael Rose has struck the ball. He's come back to Scotty Organ. And of course, he missed the target. So there was like 3 incidents there. Obviously, one of them, you know, we would like to think on a different day we'd get more rubber the green. And, you know, we just felt that way. But we're definitely not blaming the referees, because we know we're better than that. But that's a leg up the ladder, and at times teams need that.
Another decision that didn't go your way was quite early in the first half.
Wow.
A challenge on Jav Vidal. How that's not a free kick? I mean, it's injured the lad. He's had to come off. You know what I mean?
It's disgraceful. The officials said they didn't see it. It's the first incident of the game that's not, it's the first rash tackle of the match. He's got away with it. He's a professional player, you know, he's a good player, and he knows he got away with it. And on a booking, going into the, you know, what would be remaining, 80 minutes, something like that, it would have put him and them in a different position, but of course it wasn't deemed a foul, and the booking wasn't given, and it's they can only give what they think they see or what they do see, and for whatever reason it's just not fallen our way.
2 defeats in the league, went down to Torquay, good performance, got through to the next round of the cup.
Yes.
Heavy defeat tonight. Is it a case now, draw a line under that, move on to Saturday to Morecambe, with the bread and butter of the league?
Yeah, I wouldn't say draw a line under it. I'd say learn from it, to be honest with you. We're always learning, we're always looking to improve. The players understand why it didn't go our way, taking the officials out of that equation. We know we can pass the ball better than that. We went longer than we normally do, straight, too early, and we weren't doing what we know we can do. And then off the ball, we want to see that honesty and intensity that we do represent. But we didn't represent that to the amount we would have liked tonight. But I do know that goals do change games, and I do know that although we were at our best, it's difficult for me to comment, but I would like to think the referees appraise themselves in performance. And it's hard, it's a real hard job. But if they're honest and look to improve themselves, I'd like to think they'd look at that, and I'd like to think they'd be better in the future for that, as we do as coaches and as we do as players. It's not always the case, because it's hard in the middle, the pressure is on you. And of course an apology after the game hurts more. It's too late. So, you know, I hope the referee was right, but looking at it, unfortunately, I'm not too sure it was.
I suppose if you can take a positive, Jim Bentley was here, the Morecambe manager.
Yeah.
He probably won't know what to expect on Saturday now when Rochdale arrive.
Yeah, but we had 2 games there. We've maximised our opportunities to look at other, you know, team members, and you know, the players on Saturday, like you said, were excellent. They're facing a different team in a different place. And of course, we'll regroup. You know, we're due in tomorrow anyway, so we're coming in tomorrow, and we'll look to prepare a game plan to play against Morecambe. And of course, you know, like any good managers and staff, Jim's just doing his job. And you know, Morecambe are having a great season, so I'm sure they'll look to that as a home game and one that they think they probably can win. But of course, we're just looking for that natural reaction, that professional reaction, and we're just looking for a bit more ruthless behaviour and intensity and honesty from the boys, which, let's be right, they have represented. You know, they've been excellent, but of course we didn't represent our standards tonight, and we didn't get the leg up the ladder that could have changed the evening for us with the actual incidents that happened after half time and then 15 minutes.
Cheers, Chris.
Thank you.